to give you guys about 1 more minute, and then we're going to start working on our next book, okay? And if you're not done, this becomes your daily 5 work, and I will review it with you tomorrow. You ready? Dylan Jones, I need you to sit up straight and to start working, otherwise you're going to have to take it next door. 5, 4, 3. Thank you. It starts with a good attitude. If you have a good attitude, then you're going to produce great work. Okay? Sit up straight. Are you done, Corey? Did you cite the text? No. That's just one sentence you have. We need to cite the text, okay?
Okay.
Well, is that going to prove how they didn't give up? You can't just write something. You've got to make sure it's answering the question that I asked you to write about. I love how you're rereading your work to me and making corrections on your own. Great job.
Can I say, and describe it, and they're trying to,
You can write that, but you need to explicitly cite the text to cite the text. Girls, make sure you're getting your menus done, okay? All right, let's finish up the sentence we're working on, and then you guys can take this back to your desks to do, and we'll review it tomorrow. Everybody can share out tomorrow. So it's an expectation that you're going to finish this. You finished yours, good job. Do you want to share it? So everybody can see, get some ideas? Okay, let's listen to Tyler. He's going to share his, okay?
Keep growing pumpkins because it's fun and it's good to keep trying harder. The author wrote over 30 years later, Land and Stewart broke the British record in 2000.
Very good. My only suggestion for you is to maybe have like a conclusion sentence and say, this proves that they didn't give up on growing the biggest pumpkin. Okay? So just kind of tie it all in and wrap it up. All right. Oh, stay here. Stay here. Okay. Let's put our pencils down. Let's close these books up. You guys can take these books back with you. Leave your notebooks open in that spot, Dylan, because you're going to do that when you're working on your daily 5. Okay? All right. We are going to move on today. We're going to do a couple more syllables. Breaking our words into syllables to make sure we're understanding it. So continuing on from yesterday. And then we are going to read a new book today.
Oh, the whiteboard thing.
The whiteboard.
This thing's fun. I like it. It's very
It's so dirty.
I know, it's fun.
All right. Our first word today is support. Support. If you look at how I have written support, you are going to notice that it has double consonants. What does that mean? It has 2 consonants right next to each other, making that one sound. So when we say the word together, we say support. However, when we break it into consonants, we are going to break it in half right between those double consonants, so we have support. Okay? So it has 2 syllables. Good job. All right, so let's try another one. Let's do challenge. And remember my rule with the double consonants. Challenge. And then go ahead and see if you can break this word up into syllables. Double consonant there, Paula. Good job.
Three syllables.
So, no, it only has two. It's challenge. Challenge. And then the line, your part, is going to go in between your double consonant. Okay? Good job. Ooh, let's see. How about the word ignore? Now, ignore. There's not a double consonant in it, but there are consonants that are next to each other. So see if you can figure out how to do this one. Ignore. Very good, Tim. I want to teach you a trick on this one. Now look at these. This isn't double consonant where they're the same consonant, but I want to show you. It's sandwiched in between what? Two, which are, O and I are what? Vowels. So when you have two consonants sandwiched in between two vowels,
Then you just put down the.
that's where it would be. So ignore, okay? All right. Now let's go ahead and do gossip. Gossip.
What does that mean?
Gossip is when you like talk about other people or you hear something and you're just telling people people business. Okay. Thank you, Martin. You can work on your menu, okay? Gossip. Now let's look at it. We have double S's,
That was easy.
okay? And we have our vowel and our vowel. So we're going to break it down right there. Split between the S's, okay?
It's easy if you have
We're
vowels.
getting sandwiched.
Well,
Vowels.
well, there's vowels here, the vowel sandwich. Okay, the vowels are bread, the
Vowel
consonants are
sandwich.
meat.
A vowel
And then we go through, okay? So are you guys understanding the syllables? Because I
Yep.
know this is something on iReady that we were having a hard time doing, okay? So hopefully you'll remember these strategies when you go to take your progress monitor on Thursday, okay? All right. It is hard, but you guys are smart, so just keep working hard on it. All right, let's go ahead and erase. I'll collect your boards, and then we are going to move on to getting even with Steven.
I kept looking at that book and I wanted to read that.
You want to read it?
Pretty sure that it's all about a girl that's trying to get even with a boy.
Ooh,
And
good
Steven's a
job
boy name.
predicting.
Because Steven's a boy
Because
name.
they both are jokers and they like to mess around, so he jokes on her.
Okay, well, let's see. We're going to preview the book here, okay?
Try not to.
So today we are going to read a realistic fiction. Yesterday we read what kind of book?
Nonfiction.
Nonfiction. Good job, Corey. And nonfiction means that it is
Real.
Today we're reading a realistic fiction. Fiction means it's made up, it's fake, it's pretend. The realistic means like, oh, it sounds like it could really happen, okay? It's believable. It sounds like it could really happen, but it's not a true story, okay? So, have you guys ever known somebody who tries to be funny all the time? Like a class clown, they're always telling silly jokes and making tricks?
You know,
Do you guys have somebody in your
Ashton.
class?
Ashton.
Oh, there you go.
she talks to Mrs. She like every time Mrs. Bixworth talks,
Yeah.
he talks like,
Oh
"What?"
gosh. Hang on one second, guys. Becky, Evelyn, and Martin, I would like you three to please separate yourselves and get working, okay? You guys are on the opposite end of the room, and I just hear chatter, chatter, chatter. Thank you. Oh, what did I ask you guys to do? Separate yourselves. That means you move. I don't care if it's your desk, Evelyn. You are not able to work there with these people, so you need to move, please. Thank you. Okay?
You're a class clown.
All right. You're a class clown. Look at that, okay? All right.
I did the face.
In this book, a girl is telling a story about Stephen Price, who is the class clown. You see the girl on the cover, and it looks like she's thinking. She's actually very annoyed with Stephen. Please go ahead and look at page 3 for me. What is Stephen doing on page 3? Timmy?
He's trying to he played a pretend snake. Like it sprung out. He was joking around.
He's playing a trick on her, isn't he? Okay? So based on the title, Getting Even with Stephen, what do you guys already know about the girl and Stephen? And what is a prediction of what may happen? Dylan, what do you predict might happen?
What will the girl do to Stephen?
Well, what do you predict is going to happen based on the title of the story?
I think the girl is going to prank Stephen.
You think maybe she's going to get him back, okay? She's going to get even with him. So maybe do something to him, play a trick or a prank on him, okay? You're going to read about several tricks Stephen plays on the girl. Think about whether you would think he is funny, or maybe you might think he's annoying like the girl does, okay? Now, let's look at how the writer tells the story. Please turn to page 4 and follow along as I read the first paragraph to you. On Monday, we were studying measurement. Stephen asked me to help him measure part of the hallway for his project. I told him I was busy figuring out the area all the pages in our math book would cover in square feet. Okay? What do you notice about how the author is writing? Do you guys notice anything about how the author is writing?
It goes by day. Like on Monday, on Tuesday.
Okay, so just like in the last story we were talking about time passing, it says on Monday. Like, yeah, so we know. But how else? Do we know what the girl's name is? Why don't we know the girl's name?
Because
She's telling the story. Do you guys remember what it's called when a character tells the story? It's called first person. Very good. So this story is told in first person. The writer Susan Blackaby is telling the story in first person. That means the narrator is a character in the story and is telling it using I, we, and me. In this story, who is the narrator? No, she's telling, the girl is the narrator because she's telling it in first person, okay? First person sometimes makes it feel like something really happened, even though it's still fiction. Please turn to page 9 now. 9, Tyler. 9, Corey. Page 9. Okay, please read the first paragraph on page 9. What do we notice about that first sentence? It's kind of like what Hannah pointed out. Timmy?
Stephen called her over during recess.
No, not that. But how does this first sentence start here? Paola? On Tuesday. So the last time we read, we said on Monday. Now when we're reading, it says on Tuesday. So we now know that this is the next day. Okay? First thing happens on Monday. Now this is happening on Tuesday. It's the next day, okay? As you read, notice how the writer shows that time is passing. Also notice how the girl uses Stephen's own trickiness against him. And you can decide whether she did the right thing or not. Tomorrow, after you guys finish reading this today, we are going to talk about how the girl got back at Stephen and if you agree with what she did or not, okay? I would like you guys to do 2 things for me. We have 20 minutes until we go to specials. And in these next 20 minutes, what I would like you guys to do is number 1, read this story. Number 2, finish your paragraph, okay? Got it? If you already finished it, just proofread it. Maybe have a friend read it to make sure they don't see any errors and get this done. And we will talk about it tomorrow, okay?